Hey guys, it's Extreme Strategy here, and welcome to a Demons of Chaos army composition video. I made this in the hopes that someone here will find it and will be able to use it in their own campaign, so that hopefully they have an idea of what a good army build for the Demons of Chaos looks like, how it works, and everything in between. Now, bear in mind, with the Demons of Chaos, it is such a large and dynamic roster that it is physically impossible for this to be the only army comp. I could quite literally do about 5 Demons of Chaos army comps, so if you want to see that, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. Anyway, let's get started with the army comp. So, what you want to do is you want to have a front line of 4 Exalted Bloodletters of Khorne. These are very strong units who have flaming attacks and are very anti-infantry and very good at basically tearing apart just about anything and everything. Behind them you want 4 of these Exalted Pink Hordes of Tzeentch, who have their Tzeentchian barriers. They have also little fire missiles. They just pack an absolute punch. I mean, they do 20 magic and burning damage. Or, sorry, have 20 ammunition, do 33 missile strength with magic and burning damage, on top of the fact that they have a range of 130. And there's 40 of them, so they're just tossing 40 projectiles out there, and it's insane. And lastly, we have some Exalted Demoness Slaanesh for the back lines of the main body of our army. They're very fast, they debuff the enemy, they have their magic attacks. They will absolutely tear apart anything. And these guys, or girls I should say, are to be used as a reserve force. And then on the sides we have some Soul Grinders of Tzeentch. And on the opposite side we have some Soul Grinders of Nurgle. These ones are basically mini artillery pieces, so if the enemy does get too close to them, they can die. It also depends on the quality of the enemies that you're fighting. In back we have a Skull Cannon, we have a Keeper of Secrets, and then we have, oh my goodness, a Bloodthirster of Khorne, and then we have a Demon Prince himself. The first army that I'm going to use, because there are going to be 2 of these, has a Soul Grinder of Khorne in the back and in the middle. Have a bunch of Chaos Warriors. They have some the Exalted Bloodthirsters. They have some Blood Reapers, Skarbrand the Exiled, some Skull Crushers. There's some Blood Shrines and Bloodthirsters as well. So we're going to hit play. Immediately the artillery starts shooting out and doing some damage. Basically what you want to do with this army comp is you want to try and use your artillery to get them to come to you. And this artillery piece, right here, is what caused me so much confusion when I was first creating this. Because the artillery piece, instead of being a good little artillery piece, and, you know, actually opening fire, decided to try and go forwards. Well, I'm going to fast forward this just so you guys don't have to watch everything. Now it starts shooting because it needed to get up a little bit farther. This keeps rolling forwards, which is making me a little nervous, considering that the fact that the enemy is now coming towards me, meaning it did its job to pull the enemy towards me. So I turn it around and tell it to head on back behind my lines. The Nurgle ones keep on firing, destroying some of the Exalted Bloodletters who now have poison on them, so they're doing even more damage. And then the Bloodthirster gets a little too close, gets blasted by a bunch of Tzeentchian missile units, crashes into my own Bloodthirster. I pull him down, so he gets shot up some more, hits my Exalted Bloodletters. Our Pink Hordes kind of come forwards, move this guy back in, move the Keeper of Secrets back in, and the Bloodthirster is going to go down in record time. He is losing health very quickly. And the Bloodthirster is now gone. That's his final little death attack. And he is dead. The missile goes flying out there, followed up by the Blood Shrine of Khorne, sending some of my Demoness Slaanesh to do some damage. Skull Crushers get in here. At this point, it can be a little confusing to tell who's on which side. Basically, just the important part of this is make sure that your demonettes are used as reserves. In this case, you know, they're not doing the greatest job of being held in reserve because everything is just piled on top of each other. And the Demon Prince is trying to tear apart these Skull Crushers, or is actually tearing apart the Skull Crushers, I should say. Whip from Slanesh, and as I'm doing this, it took me this long to realize, you idiot, you completely forgot to bring a Spellcaster. So that's what the second replay for is, just showing you a slightly alternative version where literally I swap out a single unit for a Spellcaster. Make sure to watch this whole thing to find out what the second one is. Anyway, swing the Exalted Demon to Slanesh around. Try and tear apart this Exalted Bloodletter. Balance power is quickly shifting into my favor. Of course, projectiles are coming out, striking down a bunch of Coronate Warriors. Pop the abilities on the Demon Prince. And they're just starting to fade off. My Bloodthirster is right next to him, doing damage. And then over here, Scarbrand is fighting the two Soul Grinders of Tzeentch, who are just doing a ton of damage to him. Throwing projectiles, smashing him in the face. This one is probably going to go down. This one in back is just going to continue to hit him over and over, except he's getting shot at by the other Soul Grinder. Exalted Pink Hordes are, for the time being, standing there, but they will soon engage. Same thing for these Exalted Bloodletters of Khorne. Artillery piece is doing some damage to this Soul Grinder of Khorne back here with his cannon. Keeper of Secrets tearing everyone apart with her shield, sword, and the other two arms. Her backup arms. At this point, the enemy's shattering. Their forces are disintegrating. There's only 3 of them left. The Soul Grinder over here just dies at literally their last second. Scarbrand is also perishing very quickly, trying to do as much damage as he can. Over here, this guy is also disintegrating as well, but here's what just kills me. These guys can continue to fight even after the army loses. So even though they're technically shattered, they're still fighting and able to make kills. I understand this to a point. However, I do believe that it would just make a little bit more sense to not have it be so long that they live. Well, like I said, that could just be me. This final Soul Grinder is dying. He dies. And the battle is over. Now, we're going to hop straight into the second one. The second one is the exact same army comp, except this time we are going up against Cathay. And also the one change is that the Keeper of Secrets has been changed for a Pink Horror of Tzeentch with Tzeentchian magic. And my enemy army, so as you can see, exact same setup. Bloodletters, Exalted Pink Horrors, Demonettes, Artillery, Iridescent Horror, Bloodthirster, Demon Prince, Nurgle, Soul Grinders, Tzeentch Soul Grinders. So which side you place them on really doesn't matter. The enemy army is consistent of Celestial Dragon Guards, Celestial Dragon Crossbowmen, a Terracotta Sentinel, Sky Junk, several Great Logma Riders, all being a Musing War Compass, all being led by Zhao Ming, the Iron Dragon. So very powerful spellcaster right there. So we're going to hit play. They immediately start coming forwards. And of course, the first thing that they do is they shoot missiles at me, most of which miss, and then strike me with lightning. Now, I'm not too concerned about the missiles, simply because the Exalted Bloodletters don't even really care if they get hit by missiles. The Pink Hordes of Zeech have their barrier, so they can just regain their barrier. And the Deamons of Slanesh, even though they're low on armor, have a lesser chance of being hit, because of their positioning. Because they'll probably be aiming for these Exalted Pink Hordes. And of course, they will take a little bit of damage, but not much. Over here, the Nurgle Soul Grinders are barfing before they open fire again. There we go. Nice, good shot. And it misses. Over here, Celestial Dragon Crossbowmen are opening up. However, a lot of that volley was absorbed by the shield of the Exalted Pink Hordes. I start moving these guys into a little bit of a different formation. This was not supposed to happen. Basically, there was a spell that went through, and I tried to shift everyone out of its way. And that didn't go exactly as planned. These ones over here are going to die because they had all of the attention focused on them. And I slide everyone back into the rank. A little irritated about the loss of that Exalted Pink Horde. Now they're just shooting my backlines for literally no apparent reason. I don't even know what they're trying to hit. Their units are coming on up. I cast the massive eye spell. That only thing that really hits is the Terracotta Sentinel, followed up by a pink fire, which does a ton of damage to all these guys right through here. Now you really didn't see the pink fire because it's quickly shot through. And then you have the Terracotta Sentinel spinning and jumping and sending Deamons of Slanesh and Pink Hordes flying, at which point they're going to begin engaging him. Let's have another breath attack of fire coming and hit us. Over here, Soul Grinders of Zeech are tossing their projectiles at the Celestial Dragon Guard crossbowmen. They're currently reloading their crossbows and waiting for the opportunity to open fire. Except for the fact that they will not get that opportunity as Soul Grinders come charging down on top of them to absolutely crush them. Over here, you have the Exalted Bloodletters of Khorne. Some more over here with some of the Deamons of Slanesh trying to tear these guys apart. The Terracotta Sentinel is taking quite a bit of damage. And this guy is charmed by the Deamons of Slanesh. You are supposed to be a magically imbued statue. You cause Tear, Yang, Wounds, Unbreakable, and Siege Attacker. I would like to see this guy be immune to psychology. That is or immune to psychology and immune to the Slaneshian thing. But that is a video for another day that I do intend to make. Over here, the Iron Dragon is getting smacked around by two Soul Grinders of Nurgle and the Exalted Bloodthirster and of course the Demon Prince. We're just absolutely bashing him over the head repeatedly. And then you have the Iridescent Horde being targeted by the crossbowman, but his shield's absorbing it. As he continues to shoot this Terracotta Sentinel. Dragon begins to try and fly off, but he's going to be chased. I tried to just send down the spell just to try and do some damage to the enemy, but I think I damaged my own units more than I did them. At this point, and the enemy is starting to kind of break or shatter. Terracotta Sentinel is just getting bombarded by projectiles. However, the rockets are still continuing to come down, but they're being absorbed by the shield of the Iridescent Horde. And he is fighting some Deamons of Slanesh. And the next volley kills him. And without any units on the ground, the enemy is forced to flee. And that is the end of the battle. As you see, they all did quite well. The enemy also did well. Sky Junk, for all those missiles that it sent out, only got 7 kills. That's embarrassing. All those missiles. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like button, subscribe, check out my Discord server, and go check out my Facebook page as well. And hopefully this video gave you an idea of a good army comp to use in your Demons of Chaos campaign. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day.